Are we live? Wait, loading. Alright, I think we're live. Alright, guys, what's up? Today we are going to be going over my complete Blu-ray collection. Why am I doing this live, you might ask? I really don't have the storage on my phone to do this collection, like to film it, then upload it. So I'm just going to do this collection video live, so I don't have to film the video and then upload it, because this probably maybe it's going to take more than 20 minutes, so that's why I'm going to do it live. But I mean, you guys can still watch it when the live stream is over. So all right, so we are going to start at the top of my Blu-ray shelf. This is not actually all the movies I own. I own a lot more than this, but the problem is that I actually threw out the cases and I put them in DVD binders. So that was a horrible decision on my part, but this is every single physical movie I own that I did not throw out the case for. So the shelf's actually getting almost full. So yeah. All right. So let's start at the top with a recent movie that just came out on Blu-ray this year, 1917. I have not watched this again. I plan to watch it again, though, and I will watch it soon. I really like this movie, though. Didn't love it. I meant to review it, actually, but I never did. It was good, but I didn't love it as much as other people did, but the cinematography is amazing. Ant-Man and the Wasp. Funny story about this. I actually got this and 4 other Marvel movies on Blu-ray, like MCU movies, for like $15 on eBay, like sealed. And I was like, I gotta get this then. Like, that was a great deal, because usually these Marvel movies on Blu-ray usually go for like $25 or even $20, especially the newer ones. So that was a great deal. Aquaman on 4K Blu-ray. Kind of a bizarre movie, but I love it anyway. Not really a great movie, but if you've seen it, you probably know what I mean. All right, so I own 3 of the 4 Avengers movies on 4K. I actually own the third one, which I'm gonna talk. But I own it in one of my DVD binders, and I threw it. So for some reason, threw out the case. That was just a stupid idea of me to do, throw all those cases out. Avengers, 4K Steelbook. Avengers: Age of Ultron, 4K Steelbook, aka, in my opinion, the worst Avengers movie. And sorry, 1 second. All right, sorry. Probably in my top 5 worst MCU movies. I just do not like this movie. Then one of my favorite MCU movies, Endgame. I had to get the 4K Steelbook. Just an amazing movie. If you haven't seen Endgame yet, what are you doing? Please watch Endgame. It's got the heroes on the front from the movie. It's got the fallen heroes from Infinity War. Well, I mean, that's a spoiler, but I mean, you guys should have seen those movies anyway if you're movie buffs. I mean, just great movie. Spoiler alert if you didn't know that, but I mean, I had to. Sorry. Batman Begins on Steelbook. Dark Knight on Steelbook. Probably my favorite Batman movie. And then one of my least favorites, The Dark Knight Rises. Just not a big fan. It's okay, but yeah, the case is kind of worn. But I got this used, so it wasn't even that great of a movie. Big. Haven't actually seen this in a couple of years. I got to rewatch it though. I really liked it from what I remember. Civil War. These are on alphabetical order, by the way. Winter Soldier. Why does... Oh, wait a minute. Shoot, sorry about that. Oh my god. I'm doing this wrong. I'm gonna go back to those. When I pulled them off of the shelf, I was like going the wrong way. I was going backwards while reading them. So, hold on, is this right? Yeah, this is right. All right. Big Hero 6. Not the best movie, but it's kind of a good Disney movie. The most recent movie in my collection, some of you guys know I hate this movie. It is probably my least favorite DCEU movie. Birds of Prey. Why did I buy it? Okay, so first off, I own every single DCEU movie. They all aren't on this shelf, but I do own them in my DVD binders still. Don't even want to really discuss that. Trying to get my movies all back on my shelf. But this cover's amazing. I mean, and it feels like a movie I might like a lot more on rewatch. I've only seen it once, so I'll have to rewatch this again. Blinded by the Light, great movie. I reviewed it. Bohemian Rhapsody. I mean, it's not the greatest movie in the world, but I mean, it's kind of like he just gives a great performance in this, so that's the only reason why. All right, this is big. Okay, so now we're going in order. Hold on, this one actually comes before this one. A big, great movie. Like I said, I haven't seen it in years, but I really like it when I remember. Winter Soldier, one of my favorite MCU movies. Combines spy films with superheroes. It is a great movie. Highly recommended. Civil War. Might even like this more than Winter Soldier. It's kind of a tough call for me, though. Alright, let's see if I'm going in order. I think I'm going... Alright, let me do it this way. Captain Marvel. Another, probably one of my top 5 least favorite MCU movies. I know some people will defend it, because it stars Brie Larson, and she was an Oscar winner, and it empowers women, which I'm completely fine with that. I just thought that the story was just completely, I don't know, and the twist just was not, I don't know. I only saw it once, and I will probably watch it again at some point, but, I mean, it's nothing against her as an actress. It's just, and I've heard she's great in a lot of things, Brie Larson, but to me, it felt like she just was kind of emotionless throughout the whole entire movie. It was just kind of the point, and she improved a lot in Endgame, her acting. And I mean, it might have been just because of the script of this movie. I was just not a big fan. Central Intelligence, kind of a guilty pleasure. Not really a great movie, but it's kind of entertaining. One of my favorite TV shows, Chuck. Guilty pleasure. It's so stupid, but it's entertaining. It's actually a great show. It's on Amazon Prime. Would recommend watching all 5 seasons. Yes, this includes all 5 seasons. A show I want to talk about, and I've never talked about this in any of my YouTube videos, but I want to talk about this show. Cobra Kai. I love this show. Seasons 1 and 2 are both great seasons. I want to review this at some point, but I'm waiting for a season. I might review them before season 3 comes out, because I'll probably rewatch these. I just hate that it's behind that stupid YouTube premium paywall. $15 a month. I signed up for a 1 month free subscription to watch seasons 1 and 2. And I'm gonna have to sign up for an extra month just to watch season 3. I hate that's behind that paywall. So stupid. They should put it on Netflix or something like that. Not YouTube Premium. I love YouTube, but I just cannot pay for YouTube. I'm sorry. Crazy Rich Asians. I've not actually seen this yet. I plan to at some point though. Got this from Black Friday for like $2, and I was like on DVD. I'm like, that's not a bad price. So that's why I got that one. Creed. All right, so here's the thing about some of these movies. Some of these were my dad's movies, and he didn't really he either upgraded the movies to Blu-ray or he didn't like it that much and he just gave it to me. This is one of those movies. He was like, because he loved the original Rocky. I actually haven't seen. I've heard great things about it. I haven't seen it, so I'll have to watch this at some point. I'll also watch the other Rockies too at some point. All right, probably the most rarest DVD I own in my collection. I got this for $15 on eBay maybe a couple weeks ago. Dogma. This is a Kevin Smith film. It's extremely expensive. On Blu-ray, this can go for like $120. The DVD is out of print too. This is a fun, stupid movie. It's stupid, but it's like one of Kevin Smith's better films. Like a lot of his films right now are starting to get like really bad. But this is a great movie. Just fun and enjoyable, and it's actually kind of a great time for a movie. So I'd highly recommend watching this if you can even track down a copy of this. It's very rare. Ghostbusters, one of my favorite movies of all time, of course. Who doesn't like this movie? It's such a classic. This is not the remake, which wasn't horrible. I didn't have anything against those actresses, but just was not funny for me. This movie is really great, though. Highly recommended. Glass, kind of mediocre. Split was great. I've never actually seen Unbreakable. Is that sad? It's kind of sad. All right, I gotta watch all three of these at some point. I've seen Split in this movie, but I've seen most of Unbreakable. I haven't seen all of it though, so this was okay though. Goosebumps 2, not as good as the first one. I gotta get the first one back in my physical case collection. All right, next up, this was another one of those movies that came with that 5-movie pack. Guardians of the Galaxy. One of the biggest surprises in movie history. I love Guardians of the Galaxy. All right. Hellboy. The original 2004 movie. I've never seen this. I know I said I was hyped for the newer one that came out like last year, but I've heard horrible things about it. I will not watch that movie now after some of the horrible things I've heard about it. But I heard these are good. I have to watch it. These I haven't seen either out of the Hellboy animated 2-movie pack. I haven't seen these. I'll watch them at some point, though. Hoosiers, I hear, is one of the greatest basketball films. This is another movie my dad upgraded the Blu-ray, and he just gave me the DVD copy, so. But I've never seen it, so I'll have to watch it. Home, I don't know why I still own this. All that has to be said about that. I mean, I didn't hate it when I first watched it. But I didn't even when I was younger. This isn't actually the greatest, really that good. Hotel Transylvania 3. I have not watched this yet. I've seen the first two. I haven't seen. I got this for cheap, I think, at Black Friday one year. All right. Hulk. This is another movie my dad upgraded to Blu-ray, and he just to take the DVD. He doesn't even like this movie either. He just wants to own every single superhero movie on Blu-ray, and I think he found it for cheap, so I just took his DVD. Instant Family. This was really good, actually. I should review it, but it's 2 years old already. Why review it? But that's a really good movie. I would actually recommend that. Iron Man, of course, one of the most iconic superhero movies. Kicked off the entire MCU. Highly recommend that as a starting point. Iron Man 2 is not as good. It's not the worst movie ever, but you know. Iron Man 3 I hated when I first watched it. I've grown on it since then, but it's still not great. I think the Mandarin twist is still horrible. But Tony Stark and the kid relationship in this is like their bonding is really good. That's one of the highlights, I think. It. All right. Here's my thing about the It movies. I own It Chapter 1 and It Chapter 2. I've seen both of these once. I saw this one in the theater. These are just, to me, good, not great. I feel kind of both on the same, both of them good, not great. This one kind of It Chapter 2 just runs on way too long, and the ending's a little bit. Yeah, you might know what I'm talking about if you've seen the ending, but I think they're kind of both on par. That's just me. But I know a lot of people kind of hate the second one, so. One of my favorite movies already. It only came out last year, and oh my god. Joker, I had to buy this on 4K. Like, I had to. The original Jumanji, I haven't seen this. I've definitely seen this. Do not get me wrong, but I haven't seen it in a couple of years, so I'll have to rewatch that. I kind of remember a lot about it. Jurassic World: Fallen Kingdom. Why do I own this movie? It's bad. Why do I own that? Knives Out, great movie. Recommend this. Sorry, my nose is just like, I don't know. All right, Knives Out, great movie. One of my favorite films of last year. Kong Skull Island, I've heard great things about this. I got this on Black Friday, really cheap. I'll have to watch this. One of my favorite animated movies, probably ever, the Lego Movie on 4K. Just adore this movie. A movie I do not love as much, the Lego Movie 2, just too many. I got this for $4, which is like, okay, that's kind of a good price, so I'll get this. I got that during Black Friday. Just it's way too stupid, and it's okay. It's the the first movie is stupid, but this movie is too stupid. It's like the first movie knows it's dumb and it runs with it. This movie, I don't think they even know what they were doing. Man of Steel on 4K. Funny story about this. I could never find this movie on 4K. I checked a lot of places. I could never find it. I knew it existed, but even online, like I could barely even... Sorry. I could barely even find it. But I found this at a Walmart for $10. I'm like, I am buying that. Like I found it maybe like a month ago. I'm like, I don't care. I'm buying that. So I was looking for so long, and I was so happy when I found that. Megamind. I haven't seen this in a couple of years. I'll have to rewatch this. Remember it being okay though. Men in Black. I've seen bits and pieces of the first one. I need to finish these. I've always wanted to see them, so that's why I bought that. Why do I don't know why I own the Neverending Story too. I actually think one of my grandmother's sisters has a cameo in, like has like a brief role in this. I think that is it. I think that's why I own it. I think that is actually why I own this. Because my grandmother's sister has a brief role in this. I think that's why I own it. I think that's why. I actually think that's why. Yeah, that is why. I remember now. Alright. One of my favorite shows. Took me so long to actually finish this show. I watched it, of course, on Netflix. But now I own it in its entirety. The Office. Alright, so I got season 1. And the reason I these all include deleted scenes, so I had to buy these. I'm gonna watch it again with the deleted scenes soon. Season 2, because every single episode I think has deleted scenes on the DVDs only. Season 3, and it's like 10 minutes of deleted scenes each episode, I think. So it's definitely worth it if you're a big Office fan. Season 4, Season 5, Season 6, Season 7, Season 8 I own on Blu-ray. Actually, I'm going to put these up here. And Season 9. It goes right down there. Alright. Paddington. Paddington 2. Haven't seen this one yet. I've seen the first one, but I've heard that this has 100% on Rotten Tomatoes, so I might want to watch that. Psych. I don't know why I own this. I mean, it's a good show, and I've seen like maybe like 5 or 6 episodes. I don't know why I own it though. I probably should watch more episodes before I bought it. A Quiet Place, great movie. My dad actually likes this movie, but he gave it to me. He's like, it's really not a movie I need to own because we bought it. Like we didn't know how it was gonna be, and I really liked it. But he was just like, it was good, but you can have it. So I own that. Great movie though. Rudy. Never seen this. I hear this is a great football movie. That's another one my dad's he converted to Blu-ray. Rocket Man. Haven't seen this. I got this for very cheap during Black Friday. The DVD Blu-ray is a little bit more expensive. So like, I'll just get the DVD. I've heard that's a great movie though. SNL. Will Ferrell. I got this for at like a pawn shop, I think. So I had to get that. I mean, I love Will Ferrell, like some of his comedy. So, and I like a lot of the earlier SNL stuff. So, not a lot of the newer stuff. Saving Mr. Banks. I've heard this is okay. I think I might have watched it once. The Sandlot. I don't know why. All right, so I bought this because I always wanted to see it, but I told myself I would never buy movies that are on Disney Plus because I should watch them on Disney Plus. I bought this I'm forgetting that it was on Disney Plus, and it was good. I got it for like $2 during Black Friday, so it's really not a big deal. My most recent purchase, Scooby-Doo 1 and 2 on Blu-ray. You're like, I thought you hated these movies in your reviews. All right, let me explain this. So the first movie is so weird and just weird that I kind of love it. I just watched it again yesterday. It's kind of entertaining. Second movie is actually a better made movie, but I think the first movie is like really entertaining. I would actually kind of recommend watching the first movie because it's so weird and bizarre. It's kind of great. Shazam, one of the just best super. I love this movie. Shazam is great. Please, it made like no money when it came out. Please watch Shazam, just please. Just watch it. It's such a fantastic film. Sky High. I actually liked this movie when I was younger, so I might want to watch it again. I just found this out. That girl right there, she's on The Flash now. She's Killer Frost, who was in the early. I just found that out because apparently the actor on The Flash said that he was geeking out over her because he used to live Sky High as a kid. So I had no idea about that. I just found that out a couple days ago. It's like, really? That was her? Smallville, one of the best shows. I've never actually seen that much of it, but I've seen the first 2 seasons, which I really liked. And those are the only seasons that I own because I own seasons 1 and 2. All right, now we get to Split. Very good movie. You probably already heard me say that, though. If you guys have never seen Spaceballs, it's hysterical. Please watch Spaceballs. It's a Star Wars parody from the 80s. Mel Brooks did it. Please watch Spaceballs. Spider-Man Homecoming. I threw the case out for this, and I just put it in a Blu-ray case. That was a movie I wanted to own on my shelf. Because the next movie is Spider-Man Homecoming. Not Spider-Man Far From Home. Not the best movie ever. I wasn't as big of a fan as Homecoming, but it was good. Star Wars, the original trilogy. Well, I should say the special editions, because these have no desire to be called the original trilogy. But, it's the only way you can get them. The Last Jedi, why do I own this movie? It's such garbage. I'm actually just gonna do that to it. Rise of Skywalker is a mediocre movie. I liked it more than The Last Jedi, but I think it's much more of a mess than that movie, so I'm just gonna move this back over here and just forget that I even have it here. But yeah, this isn't that bad of a movie. Alright, should I talk about this? Alright. I hate to say this, that I actually, so I know that really, I should have taken this off of my shelf before I talked about it. I know that, I want to call this pirating the movie, though, because, alright, how do I explain this? This is called the Star Wars Despecialized Edition. It's the original Star Wars movie, uncut. You can find it online somewhere. I just put it onto a DVD. Just don't tell anybody that I have this. All right, now we get to my favorite TV show of all time. You guys probably know what that is. Stranger Things. I do own these. Great show. The problem, though, is that this show has some of the worst DVD packaging. It's like these it's so bad. Both seasons have this, and they break off, and it's so bad. So what I do is I keep these, but I put them into these cases. So I put all the 4K discs into these cases. Superman, the original quadrilogy. Not going to talk about the last 2, because Spiderwick Chronicles, kind of an entertaining kids movie. All right, now we get to Ninja Turtles. This is the first movie from the 90s. Still holds up to this day. Ninja Turtles 2, kind of a mediocre sequel. Turtles 3. All right, we're just going to get that out of here. I'm not even going to talk about that. Such a bad movie. We're not going to talk about it. This is a guilty pleasure, the 2014 movie. It's bad, but it's a guilty pleasure for me. It's still better than this piece of garbage. For the Dark World, bad. Not as bad as some of the other movies on this list, though. Titans, I bought this on eBay. Great show. I've seen both seasons. Venom, so bad it's a good movie. It really is entertaining. Wreck-It Ralph on DVD, great movie. X-Men The Last Stand. Yeah, we're not going to talk about that. It's not as bad as one of the other movies coming up. Days of Future Past, love this movie. Please watch it. Logan and this come close to being my favorite X-Men movie. Alright, X-Men Origins Wolverine. We're just going to throw this up like Rockapool, like Deadpool. This is not Deadpool in this movie. Just forget this movie even exists. can't even look at that. Zombieland is a fun movie. Probably one of my favorite comedies. Please watch such a fun movie. You've never seen it. Zombieland 2 was not good. I was very disappointed by this. It wasn't a bad watch, but I mean, it really wasn't that good. Then the final movie on this video is Zootopia. Because I really like Zootopia. That is it. Those are all of my DVDs on my shelf. That is actually all. Alright, you guys. So, alright, I'm wearing my Stranger Things shirt, as you can see. But I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.